When I was little, I think I was in kindergarten, so I was about 5 years old. I just did a lot of sit-ups. I don't know why, but I liked sit-ups, and I used to do it to a tape called Mousercise with Mickey Mouse. And I always had a problem with sit-ups because my feet would come up whenever I sat up, and I'd always have to have my brother or my dad hold my feet down, and that was a pain for them. So I thought, what could I do to keep my feet down by myself without having others help me? So I decided to come up with some kind of board with a pad on it that held my feet down with straps, and I called that the sit-up helper. And so I started with a piece of wood and a pad on the top of it so it would cushion my back, and then I put straps with buckles on it and where I slid my feet in through, and I just clipped them and it kept my feet down. And then the other board that was attached to my back came up with me and hinged. We couldn't actually hinge it because it wouldn't fold all the way up. So we used more straps, and that way when I came up, my feet stayed down and I could do a fine sit-up by myself. With my parents' help, because I was so young, I went online and I looked under patent resources, and I looked to see if there were any other inventions similar to that or like it at all, and I couldn't find any. And I asked some other people too whether they had seen or heard of anything like that, and there was nothing like that at all. It came like right to me. All I needed to know was what kinds of materials to use so that'd be a comfortable sit-up, a regular sit-up to do, and other things like what should I clip it with, what's going to hold sturdy, what's going to be the easiest to take around, will it be portable or will it just be a big thing, hunky thing you can't carry around. I was like 5, so it was kind of like jumping in because I was so excited. I was like, whoa, this is a good idea. And then my school had the invention convention like it does every other year, and I decided to do it for that. And with that, you have to do a lot of notes. So I kind of started it, and then as I kept building it and improving it and finding different ways to change it, I added more and more notes. It was like a packet, and you would just follow it step by step what you need to do. Every day you draw a picture of maybe what you've worked on that day and write down some notes of what you've noticed or recognized while you were working on your invention. And then at the end you put them all together and you hand that in with the poster, and that was a big help because it was kind of like a guideline to help you through your invention, your thought process. I looked for patent things and nothing was there, and while I was making it I tried to see if it was more similar to other things, and it wasn't, and it was a completely original idea and there was nothing like it at the time. We had to get the different products, the things that would help build it, and assemble that, then try it out, then reassemble it again. So just the whole testing part, testing and retesting, there's always a way to make something better, and it just works like that. You just keep going and you keep testing, and when something doesn't work, you try a different thing, and then you find a way how it comes out the right way. I went for this school, and then they said your invention is going to be in Invent America, which is the national competition. So your invention is sent out, and then a year later I got a call saying that I had won the national competition for my grade, and then I got a $1,000 savings bond, and that was about the end of it. It was really good. My mom was a big help. She's such a big role model to me when it comes to inventing, because she is one of the people that influenced me the most when I invent, because she comes up with stuff all the time, and just watching her and being able to learn from what she does, it really helped me, because I was young and I looked up to her and I said, wow, that's cool, she can make something, so I want to make something. And so she ended up helping me a little bit. I mean, I came up with the idea on my own, but she helped me think through it and write some of the notes, and she was mostly the main influence. The first time's always the hardest, because you're unsure of what to start with. You don't know where to keep going after you find something out. But now that I'm more aware of the things you need to do and to start out, it's a lot easier. You find an idea, you think of it, you look it up, then you write some notes on it, you try to create it yourself, something goes wrong, write some more notes, and then just keep going until it works. It's important to not give up. You have to be determined, you have to be ambitious. And when you're working on an invention, it's important to keep going. Like, you can't stop at all. You have to find a problem and solve it. There's always a way to make something better, so you can improve. It was such a great experience learning how to start something and end it. Like, you know how to start something, you know how to work your way through it, and you know how to end it. And it's just a great experience knowing you can do something, think of something, and then just make it come alive. Just make it how you want it to be, and it's just a really great experience.